Few words. Sheikh Hassan comes from a prominent family of scholars. I know he's sitting there in the corner, doesn't seem like he's much. There's a long introduction, but we don't have time to go through all of the highlights there of his career and achievements in life. So I'd like to ask, I know one thing, though, he'll be punctual on time. These guys are my elders, I can't say much to them. But we're close in age, I think, with Hassan, so I can maybe, come and take the mic for him or something. So without further ado, inshallah, 5 minutes, jazakumullah.
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. It's been a great pleasure and honor for me to be a part of this gathering here. And in my customs, we have to keep silent when you are sitting among the elders. But as you know, we all are breaking the custom, so I'm bound to break the custom and speak in front of these scholars. I'm just a very small student of religion. I'm not a scholar at all. So I will share my views, and these are only my views. These are not, I can call the interpretation or the right interpretation of the religion, but this is what I think. So today's topic is, and don't worry, my stopwatch is working, so I will be finished inshallah in 4 minutes probably. So today's topic is actually what is the concept of marriage in Islam. So whenever we talk about Islam, we have to focus about the wisdom and the reason behind each and every direction that Allah has given to us. We know that we are a human being. We have a rational, we have an ability to think, we have an ability to choose. We know what is right, what is wrong. Whenever religion involved in any matter, there's a very deep reason behind that. There's a rationale behind that. There's a wisdom behind that. Like religion never told us what to eat, because we all know what to eat. But religion only involves in the matter when he stops you what not to eat, because there is a reason behind that. So we all know that sexual desire is a very common human instinct, and we all know how to fulfill this desire. And we have many options to do this thing, even though we have a variety. But why religion emphasizes on the institution of nikah? So this is the question what I'm thinking since I was involved in the study of the religion in Islam. What I think is that there's only one thing, and the sole reason why Islam emphasizes on the nikah is because when you get married with someone, or when you want to fulfill your sexual desire, the result is what? A child, a human being. There's a very, very deep-rooted saying of my teacher that the ancient culture stands with the man, the modern life stands with the woman, but the religion of the God stands with the kid. So why Allah wants you to get an exclusive bond and institution to fulfill your sexual desire? The reason, because you have to give a birth to a child. And the child who will come in this world, he will helpless. He cannot even express his needs. He cannot even communicate or elaborate whatever he wants. So there has to be one exclusive bond among the man and the woman who will take care of them. So the marriage is not something just to legalize the sexual relationship. This is the benefit of that you are in the institute, you have to be exclusive. And if you have to be exclusive, you have to be a modest, and you have to be close to each other. So what I think is that whenever we talk about the marriage in Islam, what is the reason Allah wants the Muslim man and the woman to get involved in the institution of nikah? Is because if they will keep themselves bound together with the exclusive relationship, it will help to raise the child. And this world is nothing without the human beings. And Allah has involved the humans to fulfill His scheme in this world. We are giving the birth and bringing the new human beings in this world. So Allah wants to fulfill His creation plan. So we are the part of His creation plan. Maybe someone asked, what happened if someone involved in the sexual relationship and didn't give a birth to a child? What is a big deal? all of my argument will be fall away. But the answer to this question is that human beings are not a robot. You cannot switch on, switch off. If you're involved in illegal relationship, you can never be a part of any exclusive bond in the marriage. So what religion wants is that you have to be close together, exclusive bond to protect the new human being which is coming to this world. So the main reason of the marriage is to protect the mankind, to protect the child which is coming to this world. So this is the one fact we have to understand. This is not something just to fulfill your sexual desire. This is the gift from the God, that your desires, the desires are just like an appetite. If you do not control your appetite, you have to eat a lot. You cannot control yourself. So the marriage can give a way to fulfill your desire, but this is not something. It's only for the sexual relationship. This is the one thing. And the second thing I just want to mention very briefly, when you are in the institution, you are in the institution with another human being. And when you are dealing with another human being, he has his own choices. He has his own personality. He has his own, rights and wrong. You have to manage with all these things if you want to be a part of a successful institution. So as a conclusion of my talk is that the marriage in Islam is basically to create an institution to protect the child. The first thing. It will help you to give a way to your desires, but it is not just legalizing the sexual relationship. The first thing. And the second thing is that if you want to create a happy institution, you have to know how to manage another human being. This is what I say.